Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Senseless. How y'all doing? Before we go any further, I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, and during this video, we're going to comment. But don't forget to hit or smash that notification bell so that you'll never miss an upload from me. But when we're getting into this video today, you'll see how I created this look. But, we'll go through this. Hey, and this is my Fenty Pro Filter Primer. I pretty much use this in all of my videos. If it's not this one, it's another one. I have to try out another, matter of fact, I use the Becca primer. But pretty much this is just my, me putting on my primer right here, and that's pretty much just it. In this video, you will see some new things that I purchased, and it's going to be speed up some because, like I said, in these videos, like I've said before, in these videos we have seen, these videos over and over, so it's no use for me to pretty much keep them in normal speed, but everything is pretty much sped up. But I will leave everything in the description box down below, but I'm going to give you a great overview of all the products that I'm using. But this right here is one of the new products that I bought, and let me tell you, this is going to add to one of the top of my foundation, and this is the Born This Way by Too Faced, and this is in the shade Butter Pecan. I had to pick, and I did a very good job at picking this shade online, because we don't always do it right online. It's either a little bit off, but you'll see I did good. And I'm going to read a little bit of what this is. It is the Born This Way by Too Faced, and it's matte. It's oil-free, oil-controlling, waterproof, and transfer resistant. It's a 24-hour wear, undetectable, long wear foundation. Well, it said super long wear foundation. Now, in the super long wear foundation, this has hyaluronic acid, alpine rose, coconut water, just some of what is infused with this. And also, this is 90% blurs away imperfection. Okay, it's 96% said. Okay, it's weightless on the skin. That is true. And as 93% said, it's undetectable coverage. That is also true. And it's also 92% does not require a touch-up. That is also true. And I did my TikTok videos. Yeah, I got a little friend over there. I did a TikTok video with this. When I tell you everything looks good, my Instagram, my pictures, everything came out with this foundation looking real good. 24-hour, yes. Transfer, I can't say so because I didn't touch anyone or anything like that, or I didn't do the transfer test. But I don't really, I wouldn't, I can't really vouch for that because not saying that it ain't true or it's not true, but we just wear so much with, concealer, your, your contour, your blush, your highlight. So those things transfer. So to have all of that on top of that, it's where, it's kind of iffy really to say that that is true. Unless you're just wearing this and just something basic, maybe we can, test it out. But like I said, I can't vouch for that because I didn't do that test or rub it up against anything to know if it's transfer resistant. But it's a good foundation. The coverage was amazing. Of course, you can see I was even shocked at the coverage on that. Hands down, it is definitely good. And I have bought Born This Way foundation, and that coverage was too dark. This one here is to the T on point. I cannot begin to say that how on point this is. So if you know how to color match your shade with just being online, then you'll be able to do this. But my skin tone has like that warm olive undertone, so I did a pretty good job. And then what I usually do is match you up with another type of foundation. If you're not familiar with how to do that, it matches you up with another foundation that you use. So it pretty much gives you an, not accurate, but at least an idea of how to use, how to color match. Now, this is another newbie for me. This is Juvia's Place. This is a concealer, and I bought 3 of these. And this is in the shade number 13. And I did pretty good when it comes to also, I'm going to say color match, but I didn't want nothing too dark, and I didn't want nothing, too light. And I think this was perfect, and it's light enough, it's light enough, and it did exactly what I needed to do. And I've always wanted to try Juvia's Place foundation, and it definitely hasn't failed me. You'll see I'm using it in another area, but not this shade. I also use this shade to do my brows, and you can see my brows look pretty natural and pretty neat. So I really can't having hands down, it's good. And everything that you're seeing me doing here is for the very first time using these new products. I haven't tested them before. This is the first time me testing it out. Here I went back into there, and see, I was looking at, because it has a lot of product on there. So I went back in there and pretty much, just kind of contour out my, my area, my under, those areas. So that's pretty much what I'm doing there with the brush. And I've gotten comfortable using pretty much any brush in my areas. Before, I used to go in here looking for the concealer brush, the shadow brush, the angle brush, this brush, that brush. Look, I stopped doing that. I use whatever brush that works for me. And see, I'm pretty much concealing, my smile line area. Looking like a hot mess, but yeah, I gotten used to using the brushes that works for me. We are not makeup artists. We are not, perfect. We're just doing what works for us. And here I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shade Honey. And if you have not checked my video out on this, I'll leave it up the top. I'll leave the products in the description below. Check that video out. Pretty much, this has no flashback, and you just need a little bit of this. A little bit, like they say, goes a long way. There's no flashbacks. It set everything perfectly in place. Perfect. But like I said, check out my video and you will see. Love it. So this I've gotten used to using. I've used this numerous of times now by now. And with this powder, it's going to last me a long time, because like I said, a little goes a long way, and you don't need much. At least now people are not using that much. You're not even baking anymore like that. I don't bake, period. I don't do it. Put it on and take it off. Now, get what you need right away and get done. And now I'm going in with my MAC Mineralizer finishing powder in the shade Medium Deep. And like I said, just in case I forget anything, I'm going to link everything down in the description below. Now I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer in the shade Mahogany. I've had this for a while, so that's why I said some of these products are new. I've only used that maybe once or twice now, so I'm just bringing a little bit more. I'm just bringing warmth back into the face. You put all that doggone powder on. You got to bring some warmth. Back into the face, make it look a little bit more good life, So that's pretty much what I'm doing here with this, and you'll see me using this a few times more in this video. So, but like I said, anything, I'm going to leave everything down in the description below, just in case I missed anything. It will be down there. So I'm bringing back a little warmth into the forehead, you know, around the areas. Yeah, big girl, look. This makeup thing is starting to come natural to your girl now. It's starting to come natural. The more and more I put on makeup, you know, the more it's like, you know, becoming natural. So, you know, yay. Touche. Now I'm going in with my Morphe palette. Anyone that has this palette that's familiar with it, they don't have no names on them. The little plastic thingy that it comes with that has the name and stuff like that, you know, we throw that stuff out. I don't keep that stuff, so I don't worry about that. But I'm just pretty much using this palette to, you know, blend my colors, and then I'm going to go into another palette and get a particular color that I was looking for in there. But basically I use this palette, you know, pretty much to do everything. Even my brows, I stopped using, I use my brow pencil for my brows, the Precision, by Benefits, Precise Precision Pencil. I was using that to, you know, do my brows. I'll do my underline it. But when it comes to filling them in, I started using that Morphe palette and using like a brown shade. It looks more natural. Looks much more natural. Instead, I'm going in with another shade. I just wanted to add a little bit more pop to it by just a little bit, like you just see me, you know, a nice little another orange, because this was pretty much more like a neutral color, and I just wanted to add a little bit more pop, give it a little bit more color, so everything will kind of stand out and look more warm, but at the same time smoky. And in this one right here, you'll see me, I'm going into, it's an older palette. It's my Raye, and I was just looking for a particular color because I couldn't find that greenish color. So I didn't want to use black or brown. So I just wanted to use this green color. So see right there. And I was looking for something a little bit more darker, but that actually worked out perfect for what I needed to do. And that's pretty much, you know, that's the only palette that I went, another palette that I went in just to find the color I was looking for. here I went back into that Morphe palette, and I was just pretty much looking for a brown, a reddish kind of brown color, just to put on the outer crease of the eye, just to do what I needed to do when it comes for me to add in the other color, which will also be in this Morphe palette also. So you'll see. So this is for the outer corner, and then you'll see me putting like a nice goldish, nice shimmer color on my lid, just on the inner part, or the inner part on top of my lid area. So you'll see. I'm gonna put that. See, I just showed you the two colors that I'm actually using for the top, and here go. This is where I'm putting on that nice goldish, lightish color. Like I said, it's a smoky eye, but you can do smoky eyes in all different kind of way. But it was kind of not a totally dark smoky eye, but a pretty much a light smoky eye. That, I mean, it can go, like I said, these colors that I'm doing, or you know, it's fall colors, but you can work it day or night, either which way. And this look here, I created this look with a TikTok look, my TikTok costume, because I have a party I'm going to be going to. So more likely, I don't know if I'm going to create this eye look again, but it's going to be something similar. But however it is, but that's the outcome. I wanted to give it a nice, not too smoky, but of course nice and warm and mellow and comfortable. Now this is the other Juvia's Place concealer, and I needed something dark because I think in my last video, I ain't gonna say in my last video, I did mention that the one that I've been using from Fenty line, it's a little bit too close to my color. So what I did, I brought this concealer in the shade number 4, and what that is gonna do, I'm gonna contour with that, and you're gonna see how much more it stand out better than what I was using with my Fenty. And I kind of love this, and like you see, all you needed was just a little, because it is very dark, of course you can see. And I pretty much pat that into my skin, and you'll see it comes out pretty good. So if you ever think of that you can't find a nice contour shade, try going with a concealer. You know, concealers work, you know, and that's what I did. And here I'm going back in with my mahogany from Anastasia, and just, you know, putting it on top of it. It gives you that, see me, too happy. Like I said, you know, me, I'm starting to get, you know, I ain't gonna say I'm getting satisfied to what I'm looking for, because I'm stepping out my comfort zone and trying different things. So here I go, I'm using that same Anastasia palette, and I'm just gonna contour my nose. You know, so for me, I'm feeling better about stepping out the box, using different products, you know, and not be afraid of, because when, like I said, I always keep saying, we are not makeup artists. We are not out here trying to make money off of doing people's face. No, I ain't doing nobody's face, because I'm just doing mine. I only can do my face that works for me. So you do what works for you. And once again, here is this my Morphe palette. Again, like I said, this pretty much did everything. It's a palette to where it's very neutral. You can do any kind of look in this. And I'm going back in with this shade, what I use for my eye, and I'm going to put that under my waterline. But this palette right here is one of her popular palettes. Jaclyn Hill, is it Jaclyn Hill that collaborated Morphe to come up with this? I'm not too sure, don't quote me, I don't know. But this Morphe palette right here, a lot of people have this. I think it's the artistry palette, because you can create so many different looks out of this palette. It is amazing, and especially with us being into fall, whether it's fall, summer, or spring, whatever, it's pretty good. Definitely. So that's why you see me utilizing this palette a little bit more often than I usually would. Now I'm going in here. This is also a new purchase that I purchased. Like I said, it's in my other video, and this is the Kat Von D eyeliner, and I'm going to link this. And this is the cake pencil it's a chocolate color. It's the Mad Maxx Brown, and I'm going to link everything in the description box. But this is nice. So it gave my eyes a nice, not too dark, like I said, because you don't want to do everything black. but the brown did exactly what I needed to do. And of course, once again, this is my Juvia's Place Saharian blush palette in the volume number 2. And like I always do, mix 2 shades together. And I wasn't really too sure of what to do. I know I did that one so doggone fast. Oh my god. Now that it's an old goodie. It's my Tarte palette, and it's just basically a double duty contour and highlighter palette. A contour and highlighter palette. So I basically just use the one side just to give me, you know, just to do some highlight. Not nothing too much or nothing too over the top. Just something pretty much like, because you know the eyes is what pretty much I'm focused on. And like I said, all of these products, the new ones, even down to my and here go, I got more setting spray. That was one of my purchases. Ooh, your girl got her setting spray. And I wanted to try the other one, but I said I'm gonna try it another time. So, you know, just take all of that and just let everything set in. I don't think I showed my lip look, but basically it's still the same thing. Boom. Look at that transformation. But like I said, I'm gonna link everything down in the description box. Once again, subscribe, check those other videos out, and thank you for watching. And this is The Look.